Hey everybody, it's Coach Blair. We are back in our contrast phase this week, so that means we're focusing on power and strength. We'll be doing two different circuits. When we get to our strength circuit, you're going to need a heavy weight, a medium weight, and a light weight. Well, actually, two heavy weights, two medium weights, two light weights, if you have them. If you have a resistance band with the handles, that's a bonus. You can bring that as well. If you don't have those items, we're going to be using 2 gallons of water or any liquid, 2 bottles of water, and 2 cans as your options for lighter weights. So let's get started. All right, let's get into our power circuit. We're going to be doing 3 different stations, 2 exercises per station, 30 seconds per exercise. We're going to be going straight through them, so it's going to be 3 minutes per station, and then you'll get a 30-second break after you've completed all 3 stations, and we'll go back through every single exercise as one big set, doing them 20 seconds each. Station 2, we're going to be doing a box drill, and you're going to rotate that with squat jumps to a tuck jump. So your box drill, you're going to pretend that there's a box on the floor cut into 4 smaller boxes. First, we're going to deal with the 2 right here, and then we're going to deal with the 2 right here. So you're going to be jumping back and forth for the first 15 seconds. When you're halfway, you're going to switch to side. Simple. Then you're going to switch that with squat jumps to a tuck jump. For your squat jumps, you're sitting back and exploding. I don't really have a certain number of squat jumps because I want you to throw that tuck jump in as a challenge for yourself. I'd say try and go 4 squat jumps, throw in that tuck jump on the 5th. You really want to push yourself. 2 squat jumps, throw in that tuck jump on the 3rd. Squat jump, squat jump, squat jump, and continue. Station 3, we're going to throw a burpee challenge in there. We're doing a one-legged skater burpee, and we're rotating that with jumping rope. So just to let you know, your skater is when you're jumping side to side, keeping that back foot off the ground. When you're throwing that in with a burpee, and for the one-legged burpee, you're going to pick that leg up. We're going to come down, shoot the one leg back while we keep our other leg up. We're still coming down to the floor. Coming back in, and now hopping to the other side. Bring it down, and hopping to the other side. Rotating that with jump rope. We are going to, rotating that with jump rope. It's not a warm-up jump rope. You're pushing your heart rate with this jump rope. So we're going really fast. You can make it high knees. You can do the double jump. Push that heart rate. Okay, now we're in our strength circuit. So we've got all our materials out. We've got our gallons. We've got our water bottles. We've got our cans. If we have weights, we've got our heavy, medium, light. If we've got a resistance band with handles, bonus. What we're going to do this circuit is we're doing 7 different exercises, 45 seconds on, 15 seconds off, but we're going all the way through them as one mega set, and then we'll come back and do them one more round. So 2 rounds, 45 seconds on, 15 seconds off, 7 exercises straight through 2 rounds. First exercise, we're doing a T to a Y raise for the shoulders. So you want to use a medium weight. I'm actually going to suggest that if you're using your gallons, bottles, or cans, I'm going to suggest you start with the gallons just to really fire those shoulders up, and then put them down when you need to and grab either the water bottles or the cans so that your shoulders really get turned on. So I'm going to grab the gallons. You're going to hinge at your hips. Kickstand one of your feet behind you. So there's not really any weight in that foot behind you. It's just for balance. And then I'm going to turn to you for this part. We're going to bring the weights up and make a T shape with our arms. And then I'm going to turn back this way for this one. We're going to make a Y by bringing them forward and up. So our arms are coming out like we're flying. And then they're going up like we're trying to stab through the ceiling. So again, we're kickstanding. We're bringing it up, squeezing the shoulder blades. And then bringing it up into that Y, squeezing the shoulder blades. Back into the T. Back into the Y. Core is engaged. When you feel like you can't do the gallons anymore, put them down, grab a different weight, keep going for the rest of the 45 seconds. You'll definitely feel it. Exercise number 2, alternating hammer curl. I'm also going to suggest the gallons for this one as well, given that the biceps are a very big muscle group. However, I want you to pick whatever weight challenges you. So we're going to have our feet shoulder width apart, and we're going to do alternating bicep curls, but instead of the normal bicep curl where our hands are turned upward, they're going to be turned like we're stabbing through the ceiling again with the Y raise, and we're just going to alternate with that curl. If you're using gallons, I'm kind of using my thumbs to keep those gallons from swinging back and forth and keeping them controlled during the movement. Next exercise is a walking push-up. You're going to get down into that full plank, hips leveled, and you're going to go 2 steps to one side and 2 steps to the other side. So we're stepping out, we're doing a walking plank, and push-up. 2 more, walking plank, and push-up. 2 times each way, throwing that push-up in there. Next exercise is a single leg tricep dip. You're going to sit back, place your hands behind you with your fingertips facing you. You're going to lift that bottom off the ground and lift one leg in the air. And do your tricep dips, keeping those elbows in, holding the leg up with the core engaged. When you're halfway through, switch legs and continue. Next exercise is a bear crawl to a push-up. When you're getting into your bear, wrists under your shoulders, knees under your hips. You're going to pick those knees up about 1 inch or 2 off the floor. When we crawl, very, very small movements. We're going to do about 4 steps forward. Then you're going to pop it out to a full plank. Give me a push-up. Pop it back into that bear. And now we're walking backwards. Do about 4 steps again. Pop it out to that plank. Little push-up. Back into the bear. And keep going. Next exercise is a step-through lunge. So we're going to be doing a reverse lunge and a forward lunge on the same side as a combo. Big step back, lunge, bring it in. Now big step forward, lunge. So we're going back and forward. You can make it more fluid, skipping that stop in the middle, adding weight, pick up those gallons, 1 by each side, and take that lunge back and forward. You're doing the entire 45 seconds on one side. When you come back around to it, you'll do the other side. Last exercise is a 1.5 sumo squat. You can have both weights in your hands. You can have one heavy weight. You can have no weight. For your sumo squat, your toes are turned outward. Your feet are very wide. You're going to bring those weights into the center. And you're going to squat, come up halfway, go back down, come up all the way, squeezing the glutes at the top. Keeping your chest up, still sitting your hips back into that invisible chair. up halfway, up all the way, and squeeze. Give yourself a 30-second break. Go back through that again for one more round, and we're done with our circuits.